A phone sent by a fan that fell from the 25th floor. The fan said there was a TP wallet in the phone, and they needed it recovered at any cost. What is this TP wallet? Is it really that valuable? The phone screen is completely shattered. The fan thought only the screen was damaged after the fall, but after taking it to the phone shop, the technician said the damage was so severe it could only be fixed by replacing the motherboard. We observed that the motherboard had slight deformation, but it wasn't too severe. All the shielding on the motherboard had been clipped off by the previous technician, but the motherboard itself had not been repaired. After cleaning the motherboard, we carefully inspected it, and there were no broken chips. We soldered a wire to the positive terminal of the motherboard and connected it to a power meter to test. We found that the motherboard wasn't leaking current. When we pressed the power button, there was no response. We tested the power button on the motherboard and found no standby voltage. Normally, there should be 1.8 volts. Could the motherboard be short-circuited? After disconnecting the power meter, we found a capacitor next to the power IC in the main power path, and its value was around 290. Some people quietly watch the video but secretly like, comment, share, repost, and follow. Those people are so adorable. Then we powered the motherboard again and tested the second power path next to the power IC. We found no voltage. It seems that the voltage wasn't reaching the second part. After applying power to the motherboard, the voltage passes through the charging IC, then through the charging inductor to reach the second end. We bypassed the charging IC and directly applied 3.8 volts to the second main power terminal. As soon as we powered it, the voltage dropped to 3.5 volts. And the power meter showed the current needed to start the phone, but the power button hadn't been pressed yet, proving that the motherboard was powering on automatically. This could mean either the second end load is leaking current or the small power supply integrated with the charging IC is damaged. We removed the damaged charging inductor and completely disconnected the first and second ends. We applied power to the side of the inductor that leads to the second end and found that the phone still powered on automatically. We installed a known working screen to test. After powering the motherboard, the screen lit up, but it stuck at the logo screen and couldn't enter the system. This means the data couldn't be recovered yet. We needed to think carefully. If the battery output voltage wasn't reaching the second power terminal, then the charging IC must be in a damaged state. Could the issue of automatic startup and being stuck at the logo be related to the charging IC? We removed the damaged charging IC, cleaned the solder pads on the motherboard, and replaced it with a new IC. We also reinstalled the removed charging inductor. After resoldering a wire to the positive terminal and reconnecting the power meter, we powered the board again. This time, the automatic startup didn't happen. We tested the power button, and the standby voltage of 1.8 volts was present. Using tweezers to short the ground, we tested the power button again and successfully powered on the phone. We reconnected the screen, inserted the battery, and pressed the power button. The logo appeared, and the system booted up successfully. After falling from the 25th floor, only the charging IC was damaged. The phone's quality is amazing. The fan was still concerned, so after providing us with the password, they asked us to check if their TP wallet was still in the phone. So, this is what it was. Is it from a crypto tycoon? Okay, we've repaired the motherboard and replaced the screen with one from a disassembled phone. We saved the fan's data with the smallest cost possible. The phone fell from the 25th floor, and only the charging IC was damaged. Was it the fan's luck, or is the phone's quality just that good?